Hey class, this is Mr. Dow. I'm your instructor in this online 6-week English 101 class. And I just wanted to start with this introduction video, just sort of like show you some of the basics of how to navigate through Canvas and navigate through our class site in case you haven't used Canvas before, or even if you have and you just need a little refresher on it. On your dashboard, which is the first place Canvas puts you, you'll have all the classes you're currently taking. Probably the only one you're going to have this semester, most of you, be this one, which is Winter 2018 English 101. So if you go in there, let's check it out. This is and see what you're going to see as a student. Right now, this is the instructor's view of the class, and I think I'm going to switch out of here and take a look at the student view. So let's look at exactly the way it's going to look for you. Student view right here. Okay. So when you get to our class, this is what you're going to see. Basically this, a big long, each week of the class is laid out, and then there's a big list of stuff beneath each week. These are called modules. That's the way the Canvas system, that's what the Canvas system calls them. And I'm going to set up the class in modules. There'll be 6 modules, one per week. Right now I've got 2 of them up, and I'll continue in the next couple weeks to get the rest up. But there's enough here for you certainly to get started. Before I look into the specific modules, let's take a look at the other things that are on the class site over here on the left. This is your menu. Really, the only things that are available for you, there's an announcements button here. If there is an announcement, you'd be notified. There'd be some message about the whole class that I want you to have. You can check on your grades right here. A lot of these things are graded automatically. Then they're scored for you and put here as the semester goes on. There's a link to the syllabus, which you do need. You'll have to look at that at some point. My little owl drawing didn't come in. All right, I'll work on that. But the syllabus is something I'm sure you would probably like to skim through and check out. Well, but I won't let you do that. You'll actually have to read the syllabus. The very first assignment is a quiz about the syllabus, so that I can make some of the realities of the course clear to you. So you have to go through that fairly closely. So let's go back to the home page. All right, so as far as how the class is laid out, when you get to your weeks on the module, the first thing you want to do is go to the first, really you just want to take it in an order. Each week will start with a page called What to Do and Think About. If we look at the first one for week 1, What to Do and Think About, you'll see there are 13 things to do. It's a 6-week English 101 class. There's a lot to do. But number 1 is watch this introduction video. So I assume you're already here. Otherwise, you would not be watching this video. So you would go through each one of these, and I would recommend you do them in the order they're placed here. You'll see I provided links for you. These take you to the story assignments that you have. The list here is the full list. So in other words, sometimes people will look at the modules and think, oh, I've got to do these things. Well, not really, because a lot of the reading assignments are here in this list. You got to start here. So that's the first thing you should do each week. Go through the module list, see what you've got that you're going to have to do, and start doing it or start asking questions about it. And again, I would do it in this order. One thing that it's a pretty simple course in terms of its design. The mix of assignments are going to be a mix between, you've got quizzes, you've got essays, you've got stories you're supposed to read. There are exercises you're supposed to do. Here's a class discussion where you have to respond in some way. If you respond to this, you obviously read the prompt of the discussion. When you're ready to reply, you just click on reply and type into a text box there. You can see I've already done it for you just to give you an idea of how to do that. In the more graded assignments, like our exercises, like here, exercise 1, plot structure, it's kind of the same thing. It's really, you've got an exercise here with some information and some questions. When you are ready to submit, you would click here. It would give you a text box, and then you go. Then you turn it in. I get those specifically. They're just for me. The discussion board here, when you're responding to a discussion, that is for everybody in the class to look at. So there is some back and forth and some people replying to other people, which is fine. Okay, so overall, like I said, it is all laid out here, or it will be laid out. 2 weeks are already up, and more will be coming in the next week. My advice overall, which I make very clear on the syllabus, and I try to re-emphasize that on the quiz, this is a fairly demanding course to be done in 6 weeks. There is no time to hesitate or to wait to get started. You should get onto these assignments as soon as possible, either to submit them or to ask questions about them, get them clarified. Our goal this semester is to produce a college level research paper, which will be due at the very end of the semester. To accomplish that goal, we every single assignment is working towards it. What that means for you is you can't skip anything. You have to do every single thing in this class. Otherwise, there's no way to write a research paper that's passable. Um, the best thing to do is to first keep up with the schedule. Set a schedule for yourself and stick to that schedule no matter what. And second, to communicate with your instructor frequently, as soon as possible. As soon as a problem comes up, let me know. Like I say, it's out of all the classes I teach, this is probably the most difficult one, the 6-week winter or summer online English 101 course. I have a very large fail drop rate in this class. But it is an easy class to get through if you just can stick to a schedule, clarify instructions, and if you're a reasonably solid writer reader, you're going to be fine. I'm here to help you. I am also in my office during the semester if you need to make an appointment to talk to me personally, and I respond to emails that have questions really within 24 hours, and lots of times it takes a lot less time than that. Anyway, that's it. That's what's happening in this class. Just wanted you to see how it was laid out, kind of see my face, and you'll be seeing more of it in some of the discussion videos that are coming up. But that's it. So hopefully you're able to get started soon, and let me know if you're having a problem. All right.